what's up. I know I haven't been posting videos in a long time, but mainly it's because Serena, I have to take care of Serena. There she is. And I'm sorry I didn't post any videos, but I've seen a lot of you guys comment about having a short cervix and being scared. I've been there. I know it's scary, but you guys just have to see it through. It's gonna be hard, but always think positive. Don't stress yourself out, because if you do, then that causes, you know, probably the baby to come out sooner, and we don't want that, right? So just try to be happy. Don't stress out that much. Of course, I'm walking around talking about this. But let me show you Serena here. She's 11 months now, and she is gonna be a full year next month, just in a couple weeks actually. But she's grown up from like a small little baby, a little 3-pound baby, to a 16-pound baby. And she's really smart. She's just lagging behind a little bit more than her normal age. Like my brother has a 5-month baby, and she can already hold her bottle, and it's just so awesome. And then I know some babies that are about like 12 months, I believe, and they're already walking, which is really, really odd. And then, I mean, we go out and we compare Serena with the babies, of course, because we're like, oh, okay, your baby's doing this, oh, my baby's doing this, but my baby's behind 2 months. But I mean, it doesn't suck. I mean, we help her. Like she's gonna learn eventually. It's just that she's a little bit behind, and it's not much of big of a deal right now. So I think she'll catch up. She's a smart girl. Whenever somebody opens the door, she looks out and she's all like, okay, where did that noise come from? So she's smart in that way. And she's not fussy at all. She's not a fussy baby. She doesn't cry, and there's nothing wrong with her, honestly. She was born 2 months before, and she's fine. Like, she's just herself, you know, like a normal baby would be, but not with, like, I guess the abilities of I guess her holding the bottle, or her, I don't know, doing other things that babies like her age are doing. They all grow at different rates, but eventually they all catch up. So going back to the topic of me not posting, I want to let you know, like, if you have any questions or anything, just let me know. If you feel like you need to talk to someone, you can talk to me. You can just comment or message me, I think, on YouTube, and I respond to those messages. And just don't stress yourself out. Do the best you can, okay? And I'll let you know that once you have the baby, if it's your first time having the baby, once you have the baby, it's gonna be hard taking care of her, since it's your first time. You're gonna go through a lot of stress. I went through a lot of stress because you have to feed the baby every 2 hours. Mostly, I think it's more hard for people who are breastfeeding. You can hear Serena. Because they have to wake up, breastfeed, and if the baby isn't getting much of the breast food, then you're gonna stress out, you know? That's what happened to me. While she was in the NICU, they told me to give her breast milk. They enforced it a lot. So like as soon as I got out of there, they told me, you have to have breast milk. So I was like, wait, I don't know how to do it. So when I forced myself, I bruised myself. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other videos. And then when I came home, I was without her, right? But when she came home with me, about a month later, I had to breastfeed her. So I was producing milk, but my milk production started to decrease. I think it was because of my lack of sleep that it started to decrease, and because I was stressed. Because I had to wake up every 2 hours to feed her. But I wasn't feeding her, she wasn't latching because she was so tiny. I bought the little nipple, but it didn't work, so I just gave it to her. I would pump the milk into bottles, and then I would give it to her in the bottle. And basically I stopped breastfeeding, I think, a month later, because I wasn't producing milk anymore. Honestly, I was not producing milk. And I bought some tea, and that tea really helped a lot. Actually, let me go show you the tea. It helped a lot, but then it just kind of diminished after a while. And so then I just stopped breastfeeding after a month. And also what happened to me while I was breastfeeding is my ducts got clogged. I forget what that's called, But I saw online that if you take a vitamin called Lecithin, it'll thin out the milk so that way it doesn't get clogged. Oh, it's called mastitis actually. Let me show you the tea here. Oh. So this is a tea I took when I was breastfeeding. You can find it, I found it at the vitamin shop. And I think you can find it somewhere else too at Walmart. So just Google it. And this one helped a lot. It helped a lot. The other thing I took while I was breastfeeding was Lecithin, the vitamin, because I was producing milk, but then I would stop pumping, and then the milk would accumulate, and then it would just kind of harden, and then it just wouldn't go through because I wouldn't pump. I had to be pumping, I don't know for how, every I don't know how many hours. So then I bought this Lecithin, and it would help me. It helped me a lot. Like, the milk went through and I didn't get mastitis anymore. So I mean, if you get mastitis all the time, I would recommend you get this because it'll thin out the milk and it'll help the milk come out faster, and it won't clog your ducts. I guess that's one of the things about breastfeeding. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Like, I'm here for you guys. I mean, I made those videos because I wanted you guys to relate to it, because I was alone and I had to Google videos. I had to research what was going on with me. And there's no reason why you have a short cervix. Maybe, yes, there's research papers, but there's no, I guess, pinpointed reason why women have short cervixes. It just happens. I think I read someone's blog or something where they put that, they mentioned that they had a short cervix their first pregnancy, and the next pregnancy was completely normal. And I was like, well, how can that happen? Like, you have a short cervix and your cervix doesn't function that well, and then the next pregnancy is perfectly healed and it doesn't, and it works. You know, it's weird how that works. So I'm wondering, like, what if I get pregnant again, and what if my cervix functions like it should? You know, it's weird. So yeah, there's no pinpointed, I'm not a doctor or anything, but based on my research, there's no pinpointed, what's it called, that causes short cervix. There isn't, basically. But I just want to let you know that I'm here for you if you ever need to talk, if you ever need help with something, if you ever, you know, think you're going crazy, if you ever think you're depressed, if you ever can't find, I guess, the bond with your child, because that often happens, and I went through that too. I went through that too, where I thought, okay, I can't do this, you know, like, I don't feel the bond with my child, and because she was in the NICU, or if you have your baby and they give your baby to you right afterwards, you sometimes don't feel the bond. You're like, okay, what am I doing? Like, dude, who's this? You know, like, I know it's my baby, I'm supposed to feel, you know, emotional and everything, but I don't feel it. And that's what happened to me too. But yeah, let me show you Serena here. She is, okay, so this is Serena. She's 11 months. Sorry about the video cutting off, it was weird. She's a beautiful little baby girl. She looks just like her daddy. And yeah, she's fine. She's really happy. This is her best friend, and she just likes ringing this thing right here. She's probably wondering why I'm recording her. She's probably like, what the heck is that, Mom? Seriously. But she has a lot of hair. Not a lot, I mean, I think it's an okay set amount of hair. But yeah, so far the only thing I've had with her for an 11-month baby is she got bronchiolitis, and basically there's mucus in her chest, and they gave her a medication which is, let me see, the Vanaclear. Just cover up her name. This one, so you just give her a mill. I gave her a mill, and it just clears up her airways so she can breathe and she won't have a lot of mucus. And I also siphon her boogies out and spray some saline spray. Other than that, any sicknesses she's had since birth, it's the same thing. She had the same thing. She had it's called an RSV virus. It's basically the same thing that causes bronchiolitis. So she's had that 2 times already. And the one thing I'm having trouble with right now is constipation. So, I mean, she's getting through it, so I feed her prunes and prune juice. Okay, so I'm back. So, yeah, basically, inbox me message me if you have any questions. If you guys feel stressed or something, I'm here for you. I know what it's like to be a first-time mom. I know what it's like, you know, to have a baby basically. She's not that fussy, but just message me. I want to wish you guys all the best, and I will pray for you if you are in the hospital because of a short cervix, and hopefully everything works out for you. Just don't stress out, okay? Because if you stress out, then you know, like, you gotta work with the best basically. Alrighty then, so bye guys, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching. You want to say bye, Serena? She doesn't say bye yet. She talks at her own. She's staring at me like, what the heck, Mom? What are you doing? What is this? You say bye? No? Okie dokie then. Alrighty then, bye guys. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.